Hello everyone, this is Big Ed 2008 and this is my articulation, fully assembled articulation of the Strike Gundam GAT-X105. Now, the articulation, as this is what I would call a bog standard Gundam for this 1/100, is probably no better than standardized high grade of the same line. The arms will rotate all the way around. They have a forward and back motion like that. Both arms do this. The shoulders are mounted on two separate points, front and back. They go down, they go up. Same with this side. There is rotation at the forearm, as you can see. Same with that side. The elbow joint goes up to that, forms roughly a 90 degree. The wrist is mounted on a ball joint. Sorry, the fist is mounted on a ball joint. Wriggles like so. And as I pointed out in the other part, the only way you can put the rifle on there is, the best way of putting the beam rifle on there is to pop the hand off using the spare hand which came with the kit. Now, waist articulation, it will go 360, but as you can hear, it scrapes and starts to separate the hip, which is not good. Now, put the arms up. Oh yeah, and the arms go up that high. And that's with everything going as far as it can. Now, the side skirts are on pegs, so they go up like that. They do have some rotation, so they go that far forward, that far back. The front skirts independently mounted, and they will go up that far and down. There is no back skirt to this model, it's all one piece of plastic. As I said, pointed out in the other part, there's two hatches, one there and one there. Now, just put my hand there so you can probably see it a bit better. As you can see, the two black bits, dark grey bits inside are the armour schneiders, and they're folded down form. Now, leg articulation, as pointed out, it's the knee and ankle articulation is identical, so I'll only do a forward-backward thing for this. It doesn't go any further back than that, which is not much at all. It goes up that far before the front skirt gets in the way. Push the skirt up and it will go that far. As I said, knee articulation is identical. It'll slide down like that. It won't go any further than that, by the way. I think that just about covers articulation for this model kit. My opinions and final review. This one was the UK release of the 1/100 no grade Strike Gundam. As a result, I can't say whether or not it's the best release. As strange as it sounds, the UK release of most of the high grade kits, or well, not most of, some of the high grade kits, actually was missing parts. The high grade 1-144 RX-78 US and Japan release had a core fighter, whereas the RX-78 release in the UK was missing the core fighter element. And I, to this day, do not know why Bandai decided it was a bad idea to have it. As you can see by the panel lining, I believe that is a necessity if you want to make this model kit look quite good. As I've stated before, on previous videos, I'm relatively new to model kitting. Well, not necessarily to model kitting, but model customizing. Customizing in regards to paint jobs and other such elements to that customization. I did consider entering Too Old for Toys Paint This Gundam Yellow competition. I don't honestly agree with that. I mean, you can turn any Gundam into a bright yellow object. You can have him sort of look like he's wreathed in flames and stuff like that. And okay, you can probably customize and make it look really sweet and quite scary. Good. I mean, there are so many more better artists, and I will call the modelers that customize their art, like Gundams, artists, because they're the ones who will sit down for 10, well, not necessarily 10 or 12 hours straight, but you know what I mean, hours upon hours upon hours, and they will go over each detail to make it either look as accurate to the anime version as they possibly could, or to give it their own little twist and their own little flair. And recently Prime 92 did a 1/100 Sword Calamity Gundam resin kit, and there was a rose, I believe, on one of the shoulder guards, and instead of going with what they suggested in just a simple dark red, she put a nice ultramarines blue colour to it, and it looked really, really good. And it actually suited the way the model kit had done. She'd also turned it into a sort of titanium finish one, and it looks good. It looks good. I would do something like that to a couple of my model kits, but the prices for Tamiya paint and Warhammer paint is just, in my eyes, a little bit too expensive for what they are, for what I'll use them for. But yes, going way off track there. Cutting back to this model, it's a nice basic kit. It's good to, if you want a largish kit with a basic setup. I would say it's borderlining on sort of like the older style high grade kits, like I said, with the articulation, the open little hatches on the side skirts. As I said, I've panel lined it, I've done the eyes, not much else really to say about it. I am interested in trying to find all of these models in 1/100 form, the Seed and Seed Destiny lead Gundams, well, Gundams from the series. Unfortunately, I object to having to pay the better part of £20 to £30 for a model kit that isn't master grade. I barely accepted paying what I did for my master grade. That's my phone, and I'm going to have to head off. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.